So I'm up here on the third floor. I've got no air conditioning. I'm already sweaty, as you can tell. I've got, like, see the dry area compared to the wet area. It's very, very humid because outside, even though it's the middle of the day, there is clouds. The clouds in the sky are so dark. Even though I've got good sunlight coming in, whoo! In the distance, I can see these really, really, really dark clouds, and underneath it, I can actually see the rain falling in the distance. And that's why it's so humid. I don't have any air conditioning on. It's an old building. What can I say? But anyway, this room that I'm in here is kind of a thing that's falling apart. This came off the ceiling up there. I've got, see how it broke? It's so old, it's just crumbly. But anyway, I should be wearing a mask while I'm doing this. This room that I'm in, plus the little room on the other side of that door and the little window right there that I'm pointing out, these are my future offices. Yeah, dust. Anyway, I've got just stuff packed in here. If you see me any of my other videos, you would know what I've got going on here. This right here is an example. This is one of those ancient projects I was working on. I'm not going to tell you what it does or what it did or what it was supposed to do. That's top secret stuff. But anyway, just all kinds of little projects and weird gadgets and things like that sitting around in here. This thing, I was working on this when I was like 6 years old, I think. Still have it today. Cool. Let me put that back up in here. All right. So anyway, I've got me an old Shoney's glass. Anybody remember Shoney's glasses? They may still use them today, but I got this up here just in case I want to get a drink. This thing, anybody remember these? Remember what this is? That's set up on telephone poles, well, power poles. These were the isolate things, and the wires came and held on here, kind of around it, right, from pole to pole. And that was your insulator. They don't make them like this anymore. I'm looking at one out the window out there. They don't make them like this anymore. This is an absolute antique. Some people call it a paperweight, but I call it something cool I got hanging around in my third floor office. Whew, man. Yeah, I got all kinds of real stuff, crazy stuff up here. I need to be careful where I stick my hands. I forget what this is. Oh, that's a little zapper thing. Sometimes I forget what I got. Let me show you this. Maybe you can see this here. I found that in a dumpster. It's got some hard drives in it. But anyway, I'm gonna, there it goes. It's got some hard drives in there. I'm gonna get that thing going. I'm gonna build me a nice Linux computer up here and use it as a if y'all didn't know already, I probably need to let you know this. I've worked in computers, electronics, and technology forever. Since the beginning of time. The beginning of time. Anyway, that's why I got a porthole. See my porthole? Yeah, I got a porthole too. Man, look out there. Can you see the sky out there? It's dumping rain over there. Whew, man. Anyway, it's really, 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 really hot in here. So, I've got all this stuff. You can see where my feet are. Yeah, that's the same feet the chickens try to eat. I've got the ceiling in here. It's falling down. I need to work on. I've got all kinds of stuff in here. Different project things. Odds and ends stuff. A lot of it's older technology. Some of it's maybe usable nowadays. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But I've got a lot of these old. Let me cover up that. Don't want you to see that. Like modern electronics from what's 1987. I got stacks and stacks of little like different magazines and books and things like that. I've worked on all kinds of cool stuff over the years. I've worked on radar systems. I've worked on missile systems, guns, big guns like on shipboard guns, fire control systems. I've worked as a electronics repair technician. Why's my hair sticking out? I've worked as a network operations technician. I've worked as network operations engineer. I've worked as, and when I say network operations, I mean data communications type stuff. Data communications meaning voice, video, and data. And I've also worked on network engineering type roles, network implementation type roles, meaning data communications networks, routing, switching, a lot of things that telecom companies use, like the digital cross connects, DAXs, whatever you want to call them, different things like that phones communicate over, DSL, POTS line, which is plain old telephone system, stuff like that. Over the years I've worked on tons and tons and tons of stuff. I've been a computer technician. I've been a Solaris system administrator. Solaris is just a different flavor of Unix. I've worked as a Linux administrator. I've built network operations monitoring tools. I've worked with them and maintained them. I've done all kinds of crazy stuff over the years. Data centers, co-locations with equipment and stuff like that all stashed away in other people's data centers, closets, stuff like that. Ooh, man, my light's on. My light's on. Data center operations, different roles, all kinds of crazy junk. But anyway, what I need to do, that's probably why, a lot of these magazines that you see around here are old technology type stuff. Like right here, Corn Shell Programming, Fundamentals of Unix, stuff like that. I did that years and years ago. But anyway, I've got this room here. It's in the upstairs. You can see my mess back there. My mess up there. And my mess up there. There's that door going to the other part of my office. I'm going to have some videos and project videos of me renovating this place. It's not going to happen quickly. It's going to take time because I've got like 1 billion other things to do. But I'll get them done. Give me time. I'll get them done. Guess what? That's the end of my video.